Imagine being born into royalty, destined to rule a mighty empire, only to have her most fundamental power stripped away before you could even utter your first roar. This is the story of Junior, a lion cub born amidst the breathtaking beauty and brutal harshness of Kruger National Park, South Africa. Hit that subscribe button right now to follow this extraordinary journey and its inspirational outcome. You won't want to miss a single moment. Junior was no ordinary cub. As a baby, he was the picture of hope, bright eyes, a raised head, and a playful soul. He was enveloped in the warmth of his pride, destined to grow into a formidable hunter. His world was the wide savanna, where every sprint was a declaration of dominance. Then a silent, invisible disease struck. It came not with a roar or a claw, but with a betrayal from within his own body. In an instant, Junior's agility vanished. His back legs began to weaken, eventually becoming completely paralyzed, turning his first steps into a painful, agonizing drag across the hot, dry sand. In the wild, weakness is an instant death sentence. Junior should have been left behind, or become easy prey for opportunistic predators. But this small cub refused to accept that rule. Paralysis was the fate of his body, but not the fate of his spirit. Despite his non-moving legs, a fire of fierce resilience burned in Junior's eyes, a flame that could not be extinguished. This is not a story of medical miracles, but a testament to an unyielding will from deep within. In the next few minutes, we will follow Junior's extraordinary journey, a journey where every drag of his body is a lesson in courage. This little lion taught his pride, his rescuers, and all of us a profound lesson about the true meaning of strength. Prepare to redefine your belief in overcoming the seemingly impossible. For the dedicated wildlife researchers at Kruger, Junior's condition was a painful mystery. It wasn't a wound from an attack or an accident. It was an internal degradation. Vets conducted remote examinations, an almost impossible task with a wild lion cub. Finally, after much effort and research in similar cases in livestock, a clinical diagnosis was made. Junior suffered from a rare condition called white muscle disease. As our expert explains, this is a severe form of muscle degeneration, often caused by a deficiency in the mineral selenium and vitamin E in the diet. The issue was not just his legs. The disease also directly threatened his heart function. This cold, scientific reality posed a question to nature's framework of survival. What do you do when a future king of the savannah is broken at its foundation? Human intervention had to be careful, as altering the fate of a wild animal could bring unforeseen consequences. Initially, the veterinary team's professional instinct was to let nature decide. But then, Junior's determined eyes, the way he used the incredible power from his front legs to drag his body, made them reconsider. The difficult decision was to temporarily separate Junior from the pride to administer essential micronutrient supplements. This was an unconventional act of compassion, a breaking of the rule for the sake of mercy. After his return, there was concern about the lioness's reaction. However, events defied all predictions. The mother lion was not confused. She only became fiercely more protective of her cub. The adult lions seemed to have tacitly understood that Junior was a different member, but still their own flesh and blood. They did not abandon him. They adapted. They moved slower. They protected the weakest member. This choice, the decision to fight for Junior, became the true starting point for his powerful and resilient story. It is in this choice that we see that compassion can exist even in the harshest of wild worlds. Junior's life became a grand lesson in adaptation. While his healthy siblings leaped, sprinted, and wrestled, Junior had to drag his body forward. He utilized the immense strength in his front legs, turning them into powerful paddles, digging deep into the ground to propel himself. He didn't walk. He conquered every inch of earth. His determination wasn't just inspiring, it was a necessity. Every inch moved was a victory, every arrival at a watering hole a conquest. More astonishing were the heartwarming moments from his family. Paralysis did not mean isolation. The pride learned to accommodate and wait. The adult lions frequently brought kills back for Junior, ensuring he could eat his fill without having to join the dangerous hunt. The mother lion not only protected but guided him, sometimes gently nudging him with her head to encourage movement. This adaptation highlights a profound truth about community. True strength lies not only in individual power, but also in the collective support we offer one another. Junior, despite being unable to hunt, found his value. He became a vigilant scout. His keen sense of smell and hearing, coupled with the heightened alertness that comes with vulnerability, helped him detect threats earlier than the other lions. When danger lurked, he could not run, but he could roar. His warning roar was the alarm bell for the entire pride. He forced his pride to become more patient, more cautious, and more empathetic, a lesson even the fiercest predators needed to learn. Junior proved that he was far from useless. He became an indispensable part, an invisible glue bonding the patience and compassion of the entire pride. This is a chapter celebrating nonlinear progress and finding self-worth in the most unexpected places. The story of the crippled lion who refused to die transcended the African grasslands and spread across the world. As footage of Junior, of his resilient drag and his pride's protection, went viral, he became a phenomenon, an unplanned icon. Because somehow, he mirrored our own struggles. We all face moments where we feel paralyzed, where our spiritual back legs aren't working. Junior's struggle is our struggle, amplified through the lens of nature. Junior challenged the harsh concept of survival of the fittest. He proved that sometimes fittest means the best at adapting, persevering, and inspiring. He shifted the conservation dialogue. It's not just about protecting the strong, the dominant species, but also about caring for the most vulnerable individuals. Junior's life was not just about personal survival. It generated a wave of awareness and donations, not only for him, but also to support anti-poaching efforts and veterinary care throughout the park. It demonstrated that one small, disabled individual can bring about enormous change. Junior's perseverance is a silent, eloquent sermon on the resilience of the spirit. He shows us that life doesn't demand perfection. It only demands the courage to keep dragging yourself forward, even when the goal seems distant. Junior didn't just exist in the wild. He thrived as a messenger of hope to the human world. He taught us that physical weakness does not diminish the dignity and value of a living being. Junior's physical limitations may be permanent, but his legacy is boundless. His life, whether it spans a few brave years or a complete journey of adaptation, remains a masterpiece of defiance. Junior forced us to ask, what makes a king of the jungle? Not speed, not hunting prowess, but the unwavering will to overcome adversity. He achieved what many perfect hunters never did. He touched the souls of millions. He taught us a gentle truth. We don't have to be perfect to be absolutely powerful. We all have a Junior inside us. We all carry burdens, disabilities, or pains that make us feel dragged, paralyzed. But like Junior, we have the instinct to pull ourselves forward, to adapt, and most importantly, to rely on our pride, family, friends, community. The gentle solution Junior offers is acceptance. Acceptance of the struggle. An acceptance that the struggle itself creates a unique, undeniable strength. Junior showed us that even when you can't run, you can still lead with your heart. If Junior taught us anything, it is that every life matters, and every challenge is an opportunity to display courage. Don't just watch this story, carry it with you. Share this video to remind someone that their biggest hurdles don't define their end, but define their heart. Subscribe to the channel for more stories of indomitable spirit from the natural world. And tell us in the comments, what is your Junior moment? What challenge are you dragging yourself through today? Finally, remember, courage is not solitary. Whenever you feel exhausted, look back at those who stood by you. Protect and uplift those around you, because that is how we, the struggling and aspiring creatures, form a true pride, roaring together in the face of all adversity.